Justin Fuller here with Bleacher Report at Hybrid Training Center in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Today I'm joined by Matt the Gutter Van Buren. Thanks for joining us today, Matt.
Just Gutter.
Just Gutter?
Just Gutter.
All right, I'll have to remember that for next time. So you have a fight coming up, is that right?
Yeah, May 18th, Bellator, Chris the Professional Davis, to be determined location.
And he's already made his Bellator debut where he lost against current champ, is that correct?
Yes. Sometime in, I think that was April 2011, somewhere last year.
And since then, it looks like he hasn't been very active, whereas since you've signed with the promotion, you've now gone 2-0.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm not sure if Sherdog's up to date, but from what I saw, his last fight was with Bellator last year. So. And
what's at stake for this fight?
Tournament spot. It's a big deal. You know, they're looking at signing him. He's got a pretty good record. 5 knockouts, 5 submissions, 10-3. He's only lost to some top guys, so they're looking at putting him in the tournament, and my job's to stop that from happening and take his tournament spot.
And not to take anything away from your last opponent, but watching your fight, it was as if you put on a clinic. It was just, if I were to show anyone a fight, this is how you use effective striking and positional control to stop someone, that would be it. How did it feel having that stoppage and going 2-0?
It's pretty much what I expected. You know, it's not to take anything away from him or his abilities, but I don't think he was probably ready for that fight. But you know, I've sparred with some of the best 205ers in the UFC and all the other organizations, and my stand-up is at a much higher level than most of the other guys in you know, Bellator or UFC. So as long as I show up and I'm on point, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of people out there that can stand and trade with me.
And do you consider your striking to be your most effective attribute?
Definitely, yes.
And how has your grappling improved working with the guys here, Scott Oates and the other jiu-jitsu practitioners?
Definitely good, you know. I've pulled off submissions in training against black belts. I've been working with John Cerritos at Old Dominion with my wrestling, so my wrestling defense and offense is greatly improved. I got to show a little bit of that in my first Bellator fight, a couple takedowns and some ground control. So definitely my grappling is what I've been focusing on the most these past few months. So.
And is it a different experience now competing on the bigger stage? Do you feel more comfortable going into your third fight with Bellator?
Yeah, I had a little longer layoff between, you know, the second and third fight with them than I like to. I like to stay active. I wasn't anticipating 6 months off, but, you know, definitely felt a lot better around the second time than I did the first fight with them.
And if you secure that tournament spot, it might be some time until that tournament. Does that faze you at all, or will you be looking for other fights?
Well, I mean, I can't currently fight with anyone but Bellator, so, and I don't know how far out the light heavyweight tournament's going to start, but from what I understand, it should be around the end of the summer, so hopefully I won't have more than 3 months off.
And would that tournament style, fighting more actively on your way to that championship, be more suited to what you like to do and the tempo you like to keep?
Yeah, definitely. I had last couple years have been rough with injuries and stuff, so I haven't got to compete as much as I like to. And now that I've kind of steered away from the injuries, I like to keep going at it. So. And
are you all healthy now, injury-free?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm injury-free.
Any significant changes you'll be looking to make to your training for this coming fight against such a heavy-handed guy?
No, not specifically. In the next couple weeks, I'll be heading out to California for 2 months. I'm going to be doing my camp at Brandon Vera's at Alliance with Phil Davis and Brandon Vera, Dominic Cruz, and the whole team at Alliance. So I'll be relocating, living in the gym for a couple months.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to be a long 8 weeks, but definitely going to get around the best to be prepared for this opportunity to make sure that I get to finish.
Now, I know Hybrid and Alliance have a good relationship, and Brandon Vera has come out here. Have you had the chance to go out to San Diego in the past to train at Alliance?
No, I've never been to train at Alliance before.
Have you trained with anyone else at Alliance besides Brandon Vera who's come out here?
No, I haven't. I've trained at the Grudge with a couple of those guys and a few guys from Jackson's and Tap Out and Vanderlei's in Vegas, but I haven't been out to California to train yet.
And how do you think you would fare against current Bellator Light-Heavyweight champion?
I think it would be a good fight, probably a stand-up war, but I think I'd get the knockout probably in the second round.
And you're a tall guy with a good reach. Is that something that you see using as your most effective weapon and against the other guys who might not have that capability?
Yeah, definitely. I always try to utilize my reach, especially against a guy like Davis. Being a shorter opponent, it's going to be harder for me to take him down, being taller, and it's going to be harder for him to stand and trade with me. So I'll definitely be looking to throw kicks and keep the range.
Anything else you want to tell the fans out there?
Nope, that's it. Just tune in May 18th. I'm predicting a second-round knockout.
And where can people find you on Facebook and Twitter?
Facebook, Matt Van Buren MMA. Twitter, @GutterMMA.
All right, well, you heard it. To keep posted on the latest, follow Matt Van Buren @GutterMMA on Twitter or Matt Van Buren MMA on Facebook. And you can keep posted with myself @JustinFullerMMA on Twitter or The Fuller Fight Factor on Facebook.